Okay, so let's actually start out standing just as we always do. Let's go through just a few roll downs, and I'm take my earrings off actually, so those won't bang up against the microphone. You're gonna go with your feet parallel. Your arms are gonna go long down by your side. Emily's here with me today as well. And then just bring your chin down to your chest and slowly start to roll down one vertebrae at a time, scooping through the belly as you go down, letting those arms hang. And then at the bottom, take a nice big inhale. And then exhale. We'll roll back up one vertebrae at a time. Whenever you get to the top, you're going to roll the shoulders back 3 times, just moving everything around. And then we're going to bring the chin down to the chest and slowly roll down there. Letting those arms go, letting the head go. Everything releases down at the bottom, and then just kind of shift towards your toes and towards your heels. You can always bend the knees if you need to. Maybe shift onto the right foot and the left foot, just stretching through the backs of those legs. Let the head go with an inhale, and then exhale. We're going to slowly roll up from here. Good. Then I want you to bring your feet just a little bit closer together. Reach your arms out to a T and face the palms up towards the sky. Then we're going to do a standing twist. So we're going to exhale, rotate to one side, inhale to center, but your pelvis is going to stay facing forwards. Exhale, rotating. My feet are only about an inch apart. Engage the legs. Exhale, exhale, inhale to center. Just mimicking our seated version. Inhale to center. Exhale, exhale, inhale to center. Rotate and center. Watch that pelvis, make sure it's not turning. Exhale, exhale, inhale to center. Again, rotate and inhale to center. Hold here, lift the arms all the way up and then twist here. Exhaling, inhale, center. Rotate. Try to keep those arms up near the ears as high as you can. Rotate and center. Let's do it again. And center, one more to each side. One more here. And back into the center, bring your arms down, interlace your hands back behind you, bend your knees, and then just start to fold forwards and let the arms come up behind the head as much as they want to. Now you can bring the palms all the way together if your body wants to allow that today, or just let the fingers loosely hang. Let those arms fall back. Good. Start to drop the arms below the bottom and let the arms reach towards the floor. And then we're going to slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time. Good. I want you to bring your hands up behind your head. I'm going to turn to the side on these first few so you can see what I'm doing. Hold here. Now, feet are going to be parallel, just about 2 inches apart. You're going to go down into a small squat, keeping your heels down, and your chest is going to be upright. Then I want you to round the back, bring it deeply, deeply, deeply forwards and hold. Good. Then I want you to straighten the legs and roll the spine all the way up to the top. Again, bend the knees, hold upright. Now round forward into that deep flexion, straighten the legs, and roll up tall. Good. Bend the knees. We're going to round forwards, straighten the legs, and roll up. You might feel some spots there that are a little twingy early this morning. Bend and hold. Then we're going to roll it forwards. We're going to straighten the legs, and then we're going to roll back up. Now, we're going to roll this down, reversing this. Then we're going to bend the knees. Then we're going to roll the upper body up, keeping the knees bent. And then we stand all the way up. Again, we forward flexion here. Then we bend the knees. Then we roll the upper body up to that flat wall, and we stand up. Again, forward flexion, finding that stretch here. Then we bend the knees into the squat. You roll the upper body up into that tall spine, and then you stand. One more here. We forward flexion here. We bend the knees into the squat, and then you roll the upper body up to that tall spine, and then you stand all the way up. Bring your arms down by your side, bring your chin down to your chest, and then we're gonna slowly roll down from here. Good. We're gonna come down onto our knees, and then we're gonna swing the legs around in front of us. Let's come all the way down onto our back and move through a pelvic curl. So the arms are gonna be long, and then feet are just a few inches apart. Think of your knees having the fist distance in between them. So you can even give that a little test right there. Arms go long down by your side, tucking the pelvis and slowly lifting the hips into the air and holding this at the top. Think of reaching the knees out into the distance and keeping that fist in between them. Scoop and roll back down one vertebrae at a time. Again, we're going to tuck the pelvis and lift the hips into the air, hold it at the top. And then we inhale at the top, exhale, roll back down one vertebrae at a time, all the way back down into neutral. Again, tucking the pelvis and lifting the hips into the air and holding this at the top. Keep pressing down into the palms. And then scooping and rolling down one vertebrae at a time, all the way back down into neutral. Again, tucking the pelvis and then lifting the hips into the air. Hold this at the top. Take your right leg up to tabletop and set it back down. Left leg to tabletop and set it back down. Right and left. Good. 4 more here. Press into those palms. 3, 2, and 1. Bring the foot down and then scoop and roll back down. Tuck the pelvis and lift the hips into the air and hold this at the top. Take your right leg up to tabletop, the same leg for 3, and tap. 2 and 1. Hold here. Drop the bottom. Exhale, lift for 3 and 2 and 1. Hold this up, extend the leg, lower it down in line with the knee, exhale, lift. Lower in line with the knee, exhale, lift. 1 more, and then bring the foot flat on the mat and scoop and roll down all the way. Tuck the pelvis, lift the hips into the air, bring the left leg up to tabletop and tap the toe for 3 and pull. 2 and 1. Hold the leg at tabletop, drop the bottom, exhale, lift for 3 and 2 and 1. Hold this, extend the leg out, drop the leg a little, exhale, lift it, drop and lift. And then bring the foot down and we scoop and roll down. Bring your legs up to tabletop, arms out at a T, and hold and squeeze your knees together. Take the legs over towards the front of the studio with an inhale, and then exhale back to center. Over towards the back. Exhale, pull to center. Over and pull to center. Good. Over and pull to center. Hold it in the center. Take the legs straight up in the air and flex your feet. Take the legs over onto your right hip, hold. Exhale, pull to center. Legs over to the left hip and pull to center. Over to the right hip, good. Exhale, pull to center. Over to the left and pull to center, hold. Bring your legs down to the mat. Reach your arms long down by your side. Lift yourself, little hover of the arms right here. Little chest lift. Inhale, barely lower. Exhale, push. Inhale, lower. You can turn that on too if you want, only if you want. And then exhale, push. Inhale, lower. There's one more on the side over there if we need more air. Exhale, push, just like you're pressing down on a button on each side of the body, barely lifting, push and lower and push and lower. One more. We're going to lower back, reach the arms all the way up over. Lift the head and chest. Bring your legs all the way together and press the arms down by your side. Then lower down, reach the arms up. Lift and push and lower. Squeeze those knees together. We're going to use that in just a minute. Exhale, push. Inhale, lower. Lift and push. Extend your right leg out and pump. Breathe. Inhale. Squeeze your legs together. Exhaling. Inhale. And exhaling. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One more here. In. And exhale. Bring the foot down. Reach the arms up over the head. Lift the head and chest. Extend your left leg. Squeeze the legs together. Pump. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. In. And exhale. Strong arms. Inhale. And exhaling. Inhale. And exhale. Bend the knee. Bring the foot down. Reach the arms up and over your head. Now, squeeze the palms together. Hold here. Bring your legs up to tabletop. Lift the head and chest. Reach the arms straight out and squeeze. Bend the knees in and lower back, but keep the palms together to stretch the shoulders and the backs of the arms. Reach and push. And then lower. Lift and push. And we lower. Lift into this. Stay lifted and hold. Reach it over to the right. Through the center, go over to the left. Back into the center and lower down. We are on fire. At least I am. Lift and hold. Reach in the center. Now go to the left this time. Back through the center, over to the right, back in the center, and we lower. It's kind of like that chest with rotation, but it's amped up a bit. Lift and hold. We're going to rotate over to the right, back into the center, and then over to the left, back into the center, and we lower. Hang in there with me, gang. We're going to do one more, starting with the left. Lift and push. Then we reach over to the left. We reach over to the right. We bring it back into the center, and we bend the knees in, and we roll back. Extend the legs all the way out. Separate the hands shoulder distance apart. Squeeze your legs together when we roll up. Inhale, chin to chest. Exhale, we roll forwards. Finding that C curve at the top. Inhale, and then we exhale, roll back down. Reach the arms all the way up. Inhale, chin to chest. Exhale, we move through it fluidly at the top. Inhale, and then exhale. Arms reach back. Inhale, chin to chest. Exhale, we come forwards. And then we roll back down slowly. Feeling my abdominals turned on this morning. They are burning. Here we go. Inhale, chin to chest. After our little conversation last week, I know you don't believe me that they're on fire, but they are. Inhale, chin to chest. Exhale, we roll up. Inhale here, and then we exhale, roll back down. We're going to roll up one more time. Reaching the hands forwards. Whenever we get to the top, we're going to sit tall. Flex your feet back towards you. Reach your arms out to a T. Sit really tall. Now our spine twist seated. We're going to double bounce. Exhale, exhale, inhale to center. Exhale, exhale, inhale, center. Good. Sit really tall on those sits bones, flexing the feet, letting the eye line go with the sternum so the head doesn't turn overly so. Arms are very long, fingertips are long. One more. Back into the center, give me tiny circles of the arms with the palms facing up. Switch directions. Keep squeezing the legs together. Good. Now, palms are going to face forwards. Bring the hands forwards and open the arms out to a T. Bring the hands forwards, open the arms out to a T. Just shoulder distance and open. Shoulder and open. Two more. Bring the hands forwards, hold here. Now retract the shoulder blades back and push the fingertips forwards. Retract the shoulder blades backwards, reach the fingertips forwards. This comes into play a lot whenever we're on the equipment, trying to get everything in the right spot for arm work, for some of that full body work. Pull, retract, and reach. Retract and reach. One more. Reach it forwards, open the arms out to a T, and open your feet out to the edge of the mat. Now we do the saw. We rotate, reach small finger to small toe. We look at the toe, we lift to an L, and we open. We rotate, we reach, and lift and center. Now we rotate, and then we're going to give it a little double bounce to the foot, lift and open. Rotate, little double bounce to the foot, lift and open. Now we're going to double bounce the twist, 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 and double bounce to the foot. A little extra motion there. Lift and center. Double bounce the twist, and then reach, double bounce to the foot. Good, lift and open. Rotate, rotate, and then double bounce to the foot. You're almost there. Lift and center. Flex those feet, double bounce to the other side, and then reach, double bounce, lift, and we open to center. We're going to scoot forwards just a little bit where our bottom is in the center of our mats. You're going to bring your legs up to a tabletop position. Reach the arms long and hold here. Double leg stretch in an upright position. Inhale, extend. Exhale, pull around. Inhale, reach. Exhale, pull. 3, 4, 5, 6, lift those shins. 7, squeeze those knees together. One more. Hold right here. Now, I want you to pull the knees in tight towards you for rolling like a ball onto the shoulders. Then we come back up. We hold here for a balance. We're going to do one more just like that. Now I'm going to give you the option to come up into a teaser whenever you come out of the rolling like a ball. Just hands forwards first here. Open the chest a bit more. Then tuck the knees in. We roll back. We come up, you go to teaser, or you just hold that ball balance. Bend the knees. We go back. This time teaser with arms up. We bend the knees in and we go back. We come up, we hold, extend, and the arms go up. Now we're going to lower the legs all the way down to the mat. Reach the arms forwards. Find a little stretch right there. Kind of a releasing. And then we're going to slowly start to roll down. As we go down, the arms are going to go down into the mat, the palms press down. You bring your legs up to 45 degrees. Now you can continue doing the roll up there or the roll over. Inhale to 90. Exhale, we roll over slowly. Keep your eyes on the sky, please. Flex, open to the width of your shoulders or the mat, and tap and roll down, engaging the legs, and then circle and point at 45 degrees. Inhale to 90. Open up, reach, push, push, flex. Here we go. Open to the width of those shoulders, tap low, and then roll down. You may be feeling a lot of tightness through the backs of those legs, maybe the hips. Just keep working through it. Bending the knees as needed as you go through this to lessen that intensity of the stretch as we're in this rollover. Flex, open, tap, and we roll down. Engage those legs. I was working on the chair the other day and I was doing this rollover right afterwards, and my legs were shaking uncontrollably. I wish I would have taken a video for you. They were shaking so bad right here as we roll down from that chair work. Keep flexing the feet, palms down, and then circle in. Bend the knees into your chest and just give your low back and your legs a little bit of love, and then rock side to side a little bit there. You're gonna pull the knees tight into the chest, bring the chin into the chest there too. Just start to rock, and then rock yourself up to that balancing ball. Hold here, and then extend the legs straight out in front of you. Reach the arms back behind you, palms face forwards. You can always do this with the bent knee version as well. We're gonna lift up and press those hips up towards the sky with an exhale. Inhale, we dip the hips, barely tap, look forwards. Exhale, we lift up. Inhale, we lower. 2 more. 1 more. And we lower. Now we're gonna fold forward. This next one is definitely my nemesis. So if I give out, then you'll watch Emily on this one. Here we go. We'll come up. Hold here. Hands are gonna be back behind you again. Remember, you can do it with bent knees, and it definitely takes the load off a little bit, but push yourself as much as you can. Hold here. You're gonna lift the hips into the air, hold this at the top. Take your right leg and lift it for 3, 2, and 1. Switch legs, lift 3, hips higher, and 1. We drop the hips and we fold forwards. That will be enough of that for today. You're gonna swing the legs around back behind you and then come down onto your stomach with your elbows out wide, and your hands are gonna go beneath your forehead. If you don't wanna connect the hands onto the face directly, you can just keep the head hovering. I know that we are still in pandemic mode, so we may not want to touch the hands to the face. So feet are going to stay down. You can separate them a little bit if your low back is giving you a little bit of ache today, but you're going to lift the chest with an inhale and then exhale, lower down. Now I want you to draw your shoulders down your back. Don't let them creep into the ears. You're going to inhale, lift, and then exhale, we lower. Inhale, we lift. And then exhale, we lower. 1 more, inhale, lifting. Hold this. Breathing here. Really find those abdominals, kick them on. Let them help you lift higher, press into the feet, and we lower. Bend the knees, curl up into a ball, and then reach your arms out in front of you. We're gonna take about 30 seconds here for you to collect your 1 hand weight and to grab a sip of water and reposition yourself if needed. When I get this where you guys can see okay, because we are gonna be down for the next little bit. Hopefully you can see the mat a little bit better there now. Okay, so we're gonna go on all 4s into a quadruped position, and you're gonna have the weight in your hand here. You've done this series before, but we're gonna add on to it and make it a little bit longer. So we're gonna be here for just a little while now. Knees directly beneath the hips, hands directly beneath the shoulders. I want you to keep the weight in your right hand. Your left leg is gonna extend back behind you. You're gonna point the toes. Reach your right arm in front and just let the weight tap down on the mat. You're gonna lift both of those up, palm facing in. Lift and slowly lower. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna bring that down, shift the weight over to the other hand. Give yourself 1 breath in between. Extend your right leg out, point the toes. Left arm with the weight extends out in front, palm faces inwards, and then we lift and slowly lower. 7, 6. You can always do this without the weight. So drop it anytime you need to. 2 and 1. Lower this down, bring it in, roll that weight over to the other hand. The weight is in my right. The left leg is going to extend back behind you, and we're going to keep it elevated on this one. You're going to reach your right arm out in front with the weight, and you're going to open the arms, not all the way to a T, just halfway. Exhale, pull to center. Inhale, open. Exhale, pull. 6, everything is straight. 5, 4, 3, it is kicking in. 2 more. And 1. Bring that down. I can tell I need to work on that area there. Hands down. You'll extend your right leg back behind you and keep it elevated. Extend the left arm out in front. Now we open midway to that T. Exhale, pull to the center line. Inhale and exhale. 6, 4, 3, 2, 1 more, and 1. Woo! Bring that down. This one's a little better than that one. You're going to extend the left leg back behind you. Hold that there. Bring your right elbow up to your side and hold this. Now just bend that left knee with the toes towards the sky. The knee always stays elevated. You're going to do a tricep kickback and kick the toes away from you, then bend in. 7 and bend. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now keep the leg elevated. Bring the arm, wrap it underneath the chest, and reach it out to a T. Unwrap it, and then wrap it back in. 7. Again, you can use a lighter weight or ditch the weight altogether and just keep moving the arms. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to bring that down and we'll switch over to the other side. Now we're going to extend that right leg all the way back. Bend your left elbow up by your side. Bend your right knee, keep the toes pointed towards the sky, and we kick back with both. We reach and we bend. Remember that knee stays elevated, the elbow stays elevated. 6. Spread your fingertips wide on that stabilizing hand. 4, 3, keep the pelvis really still and facing towards the mat. 1 more, extend out and hold. Now bring the weight, wrap it under your chest. You're gonna open that arm out to a T and then wrap it back in. Keep that back leg elevated, reach out and back in. 6, 5, 4, you're almost there. 3, we'll get a little break from the weight after this. 2, and 1. You'll bring that down, sit back on your heels for just about 10 seconds to release that low back just a little bit and take a breath. We're going to shift forwards and we're going to come down onto our forearm, and you don't need your weight, so just sit it right in front of you. Good. Now we're going to extend your right leg back long back behind you. Now I want you to lift the leg up and tap the toes. 7 and tap the toes. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now lift that leg up and hold right here. I want you to flex the foot and bend the knee, kick the heel towards the bottom, then point the toes and extend all the way out. Flex the foot, curl the heel towards the bottom, point the toes, reach it away from you. A lot of body and mind work here. Flex, kick the heel to the bottom, point the toe, reach back out. Flex and bend, then point and reach. 4, point, reach away. 3, point, reach away. 2, point and reach away. And 1, point and reach away. Now we're gonna bring this down, hold here. You're gonna take your opposite arm, same leg. So I was doing the right leg, hopefully you were too. Bring your left hand onto your weight and extend your right leg long and hold here. Good. Bring the toes down to the mat and then bring your left arm where the elbow is in line with the ear, like you're doing a shoulder press, but you're gonna do it on all fours. So holding here, toe is down. You're gonna push the arm over your head, reach the leg up and bend the arm, toes tap. 7 and toes tap. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now bring the arm down for just a second, bend the knee and keep the toe pointed. Actually, let's flex the foot. That's going to engage the leg a little bit more. Reach the arm straight out in front of you and pulse both upwards. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring this down. And we're going to go side kneeling. The weight is going to be in your right hand. So your right leg is extended and the weight is in your right hand. Very important because you want to be able to switch arms and legs here. The arm reaches straight up in the air and you lift the leg up to hip height. Hold here. So you're not in a side plank, you're just side kneeling. Now you're going to bend the arm, tap the foot down to the mat, and reach to the sky. Bend and tap. 6, 5, 4, balance. 3, 2, and 1. Now hold that leg up, reach the arm over your head. Bring the elbow and the knee in, crunch it in, reach it over the head. Again, you can get rid of the weight anytime you need to. 6, and we reach it out. 5, 4, keep that balance, pelvis forwards. 3, 2, and 1. Now we're gonna flip. I'm gonna be facing the opposite direction, but you can absolutely stay exactly where you are if you want. I'm gonna go down onto my forearms, holding here. Now we're gonna take that left leg and extend it back behind us. We're gonna lift and lower. Left leg, because I think most of us were on the right on the other side. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now lift this leg up, hold. I want you to flex your foot, kick the heel towards your bottom, point the toe, reach it away. Flex the foot, heel to the bottom, point and reach away. 3, and point. Flex and point. 5, and point. Squeeze your bottom on that side. 6, and point. 7, and point. You got it. 8, and point away. Now you're going to lift up onto the hands. Keep that leg lifted. And then your right arm is going to have the weight. You're going to tap the toes down to the ground. The elbow is in line with the ear. You push the arm forwards, lift the leg up, and bend the arm, tap the toes. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, feel that supporting leg as well. 2, and 1. Extend the arm out in front, let the weight touch the mat. Bend the knee back behind you and flex the foot, same leg. Lift the arm and the leg up, hold little pulses. 8, 7, 6, turn on that core. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring that down, go side kneeling. So you're gonna be working that left leg. We're gonna switch to the side here, and then we're gonna bring our hand down, hold this. Now, the arm is up in the air, and you're gonna lift the leg up and hold right here. You're gonna bend the arm, tap the toe down to the mat, and then reach the arm up to the sky, lift the leg. Bend the arm and reach. 6, and lift. Keep that arm over the head. 4, you guys look great. Come on, we got it. 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna reach the arm all the way up over the head, bend the knee and the elbow in together, and then reach it back out. 7, and reach. 6, good, we got it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We rotate, we come back into a rest position, child's pose, and hold here. I want you to turn the toes under, come up into your plank pose. I want you to turn the legs on, press up through the hands, and hold here. Then I want you to step your feet in between your hands and fold forwards. I want you to halfway lift. So bring the hands on the shins, look at the floor, try to flatten the back with an inhale. Exhale, let's fold forwards. Now bend your knees, and I want you to peel up one vertebrae at a time. A little bit of fusion of Pilates and yoga there together. At the bottom, take a deep breath. Arms are long. Down by the side, palms forwards. We're gonna inhale, lift the arms up overhead. Exhale, we're gonna fold forwards, drawing the hands down through the heart center, letting the hands come down. We're gonna halfway lift. Inhale, hands come to the shins, look at the floor. We're gonna exhale, bring the hands down. And I want you to step back into your plank pose, holding right here. Now you're gonna slightly start to bend the elbows, then bend them more and more and more until you slowly lower yourself all the way down onto the mat. Uncurl the toes, lift the chest a bit, but keep your hands down on the mat. Firing up that back. Then lower down. Again, inhale, lifting. Think of dragging your chest forwards. Exhale, we lower. Inhale, we lift. Think of dragging the chest forwards. Exhale, we lower. Now you're gonna turn your toes under. You can keep the knees down if you want, but you can all do this. You're gonna lift your thighs and engage your quads up off the mat. Elbows are in by your side. You're gonna push up to your plank pose. Woo! Then you're gonna lift the hips up into your down dog or your pike position here that we call it in Pilates. Holding here, pressing the heels down. I want you to wrap your elbows in towards one another, pedal your heels, one foot down, and then the other. Holding this down, just breathing. You're gonna swing the right leg straight up into the air. Hold that leg up. Now you're gonna take it across the body to the opposite elbow, to the left elbow, hold. Then you're gonna send it back up. You're gonna take that leg, cross it over, opposite elbow. And send it back up with an inhale. Exhale, cross it over. And send it back up. Now we send the foot all the way through in between the hands. Hold here. You're gonna drop your back knee. You can turn the toes under or leave them curled. That's up to you. You start to lift the chest, then you lift the arms all the way up in line with the ears, palms face inwards. Think of hugging your inner thighs in towards one another like your scissors to keep you engaged and upright. Slightly lift the chest, slightly look up towards the sky. Maybe close the eyes for a couple seconds and focus on balance. Let the hands fall back down to the mat. Lift that leg up and hold right there. Keep your left hand down. Rotate your right arm up towards the sky. Keep that front knee bent and shift forwards towards that front ankle. Engaging that back leg, bringing the hand down, hold. Now you can bring the back knee back down, or you can lift the chest and rise up to that full lunge. Bring the arms up, hold here. Again, think of hugging those inner thighs in, lifting the chest a little bit deeper to stretch through that back leg. You're gonna let the hands fall all the way down and then step back into that plank. You're gonna bend the elbows and lower down slowly onto your belly. Again, inhale, lift the chest, drag the heart forwards, feel the upper back work. Exhale, we lower. Inhale, lift the chest, dragging the heart forwards. Maybe lift the hands up off the mat a little. And exhale, we lower. One more. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, lower. Turn the toes under. Engage your quads, engage the legs, pull the belly up and in, press up through the arms into that plank pose, lift the hips into down dog and hold. You're gonna swing your left leg up as high as you can, point the toes, and then shift forwards, bring the left knee to the right elbow across the body. Send it up and away. And then exhale forwards across the body. Inhale up. One more, across the body. And send it up. We shift forwards, bring the foot in between the hands. You're gonna drop your back knee, hold here, and then shift the chest upright, reaching the arms up towards the sky, palms face inwards, leaning the chest back just a bit, stretching through the front of that back leg and hip flexor. Maybe close the eyes for just a second, focusing on balance. And then let the hands slowly fall towards the mat. You're gonna lift the back knee and stay down here. Pitch forward where that knee is in line with the front ankle. Right hand stays down. Rotate your left arm up towards the sky. You can always turn and look up at that hand, working the muscles in the eyes and through the neck and shoulders. Bring the hand back down to the mat. Find your stability here. Bring it down to the knee or stay lifted and rise up to that full lunge with the arms lifting up overhead. Just taking note of how your balance might be different from one side to the other. Really elongate through the arms, reach high through the fingertips like you're trying to touch the sky. We're gonna let the hands just drip back down to the mat, send the foot back into that plank hold, and then you're gonna start to slowly lower yourself all the way down, bending the elbows, and then hold here. Bring the arms out to a T, the palms are gonna face down. Press your toenails into the mat. You're gonna inhale, lift the chest, lift the arms up to that T. And then exhale, let everything come back down. Inhale, lift the chest, lift the arms like you're flying. Exhale, we lower. One more, we're gonna lift this up and hold. Good, keep holding. Now inhale, pull the hands back to your hips, palms down, pinkies in. Exhale, arms go to a T. Inhale, hands come back to the hips. Exhale, arms at a T, chest lifted, eyes slightly forwards. Inhale, back. Exhale, arms forwards. One more. Feel that back work. Arms go out and we lower the chest. You're gonna bring your hands up underneath your shoulders. This time, turning the toes under, engaging the legs. You can do this. You're gonna push yourself up to that plank pose and hold. Then I want you to shift onto your right hand, rotate onto the sides of your feet, lift the arm up towards the sky. Hold right there. You're gonna shift back through the center. Onto the toes, shift the left hand in the center of your mat, rotate onto the sides of your feet and lift the arm up towards the sky, hold here. You're gonna go back into the center and hold. Lift the hips, come into that pike. And I want you to take 3 breaths here, sighing the air out of your mouth with your exhale. Melting the chest towards the legs. You're gonna look forwards towards your hands. Try to hop your feet in between your hands without making any noise. Let your head fall. Good. Inhale, halfway lift. Look at the floor, flat back. And then exhale, waterfall over the legs. This time, keeping the legs straight. We're gonna rise. Those arms are gonna come all the way up over the head. And then just draw your hands down into heart center. Keep the feet and the knees all the way together. Sit down into chair pose with me, letting the hips sink right here. Hold. Finding a little bit of balance work here. I want you to lift up onto the toes. Keep your gaze where it is. And then drop the heels. Lift up onto the toes. And drop the heels. The toes and the heels. One more. Lift up onto the toes. And drop the heels. Now, send your hands down to the mat, lift up onto the toes again, drop your hips down onto your bottom. Bottom goes down to the heels, And then we're gonna slowly sit back carefully, cautiously, extend the legs out in front of us. You're gonna take your right knee in towards you and hold. Sit up tall, and then we'll find a rotation. That left arm comes across to the other side, the hand comes back behind you, just finding a little simple twist here. Then we're gonna come back into the center. We're gonna extend your right leg out, and then your left foot's gonna pull in. We're gonna find a rotation here, and then bring the elbow onto the knee, the hands come back behind, and you try to lift your chest a little bit higher as we're in this rotation. Just keep breathing as we hold. We're gonna come back into the center. Let the legs extend out in front of you. Bring your hands on your legs and then slowly drag this down with the hands staying connected to your legs as you go all the way down. Whenever you get down to the bottom, bring your legs up to a tabletop, bring your arms out to a T, and take the legs over to the right. Let them fall all the way and hold right there. You can turn your gaze over to the left if you like. Maybe hold on to that leg just a bit. Then we'll slowly lift the legs back up to the center. We'll find a twist in the opposite direction, and then we'll look over the opposite shoulder. We're gonna lift the legs back into the center, finding a little happy baby. I'll give you a modification. You can just grab on at the knee and pull the knees towards the shoulders. If you wanna find a little bit of a deeper expression, you're gonna reach to the outsides of your feet and grab on, and then let those knees just fall down towards the underarms. I want you to try to press your bottom down towards the mat. This is one of those that becomes a little bit more intense the longer that we hold it. It might feel good to you to just rock 1 inch to the right and to the left. It might feel better if you just hold still. I want you to take an inhale, and then I want you to exhale and sigh it out. 2 more in. Exhale, sigh it out. 1 more. Let it become intense. Let it happen. You're going to carefully draw the soles of your feet together, then draw the knees together, set the feet on the mat, extend the legs all the way out. Just let your feet open, let the arms lay down by your side, and face the palms up towards the sky. I want you to pretend that you're laying in sand. So as you inhale, you're just resting on the top of the sand. But as you exhale, I want you to sink a little bit deeper into it, almost like quicksand, and you're falling in. Breathe in through your nose, rest on the top, float up towards the clouds. And then exhale, sink down into the sand. You may even have an image in your mind of the beach and the clouds and the sunshine. Breathe in, float up, and then exhale, sink down into that sand just a little bit deeper one more time. We're all going to carefully roll over onto our right side. We're going to use our hands to carefully push ourselves up into a seated position. You can face any direction that you like. Good. I'm going to bring my hands to my chest and just relax the shoulders down and back. You can
Where did she go?
Frozen. I think she's frozen.
Oh, she's frozen. Oh,